Yo, what's up YouTube? It's your boy Hypnotic, and welcome back to another amazing installment of Stupid Brown Mexican Has Another Shitty Opinion. Welcome to my top 5 worst zombie bosses in Call of Duty history. So coming up at the number 5 spot, we have the Denizens from Transit. So to any brain-dead casual that steals their opinion from YouTubers, you might be surprised that they're this low. Because unlike the other aggressors, the Denizens have an inherent purpose for being on the map on a developmental sense. They were essentially just implemented to combat hardware limitations, but in practicality, the Denizens ruin the high round runs by periodically stunning you while training in areas like the farm entrance or navigating the map. But to be fair, it's not their fault that they are how they are. Transit was an overall ambitious map that led to its downfall and the creation of these face humpers. Now, coming up at the number 4 spot, we have the Thrashers from Zetsubo no Shima. I do like how they're very charismatic to the map's atmosphere and complement it, and I also do like how mechanically, the way they attack you on co-op reminds me a lot of Left 4 Dead, and it sort of encourages teamwork. But the pros just don't outweigh the cons. There's dozens of spores on the map that can spawn them, they can fully heal themselves by eating their undead friends, they spawn at complete random, and their deaths can just birth more of them. There's just way too fucking many of them. Now, coming up to the number 3 spot, we have the Nova 6 bombers from Alpha Omega. Yo, these things are a completely busted farce of an enemy. As opposed to the Ice Catalyst, their spawn rate is significantly higher due to the fact that there's not much in the spawn pool to pick from, but they also juice the enemy speed of the zombies they buff. They don't even have to be facing the direction of an enemy to buff them. For some reason, they're allowed to shoot their fart balls out of every orifice and direction possible. So not only do you have a zombie with about 2 to 3 times as much as health as you, but now they're super sprinting on top of that. But one last thing about this headache of an enemy type is that they don't have a directional audio cue when spawning in like Ice Catalysts. Because whenever a Catalyst spawns in a Chaos map, there was a loud and drawn out animation that played whenever transforming. Nova Bombers, on the other hand, only have a global audio cue, meaning that they could spawn behind you, or in front of you, or maybe on a completely different fucking floor. And you can make the argument that if I really despise the Nova Bombers so much, I shouldn't go into the bunker if I don't want to deal with them. And I really pray none of you thought that, because "just don't play half the map, window licker" is by far the most retarded thing you could have said. Now, coming up at the number 2 spot is a special one, being every single mini-boss on Exo Zombies. The most prevalent of the bunch being the EMZs. Just to rattle down this section quickly, I'll briefly describe the gameplay loop for each type. The EMZs can briefly disable your Exo movement on contact. Trying to avoid them causes an EMP blast that disables your suit. The blast gradually becomes bigger as the game progresses. EMP blast will distort your vision. Your suit takes 5 seconds to recover, and there isn't a single way for you to counter this. On top of this, you also have leaping zombies that can fuse with this ability and many others. For example, the same goes for the dogs, suicide bombers, spikers, infectors, teleporters, etc. and etc. Like, just like my previous video, I can appreciate an experience with a challenge, but this is just straight up fucking unfair. The core gameplay of Exo Zombies is just incomprehensibly ass backwards that it's almost infuriating how this came to market. Now, coming in at the number 1 spot, the worst of the worst, the cream de la crop, the Jeff Dahmer of John Wayne Gacy's, are the Ninja Zombies. Doomed if you do, doomed if you don't. The Ninja Zombies are aids to your detriment being implemented on not one map, but 2. The actual worst defense of their existence is on the Beast from Beyond. The Beast from Beyond and Exo Zombies have a lot in fucking common, being 2 experiences that have problematically additive annoyances, but the Ninja Zombies go against everything the mode is based on. The official way for them to be dealt with, stated by Lee Ross, is to simply not sprint when confronting them. But that's a hard trademark to follow, considering that the Beast from Beyond has one of the most egregious special infected types in a zombies game thus far. Ninja Zombies quite literally have the characteristic of comical porn pop-ups. They're absolutely intrusive, and no matter how far you get away from one, they will spawn right in front of you without fail, stun, and insta-down you majority of the time. But nah, I can go on and on my deep disdain hatred towards the Ninja Zombies and just everything wrong with the Beast from Beyond and just, you know, certain aspects of COD Zombies as a whole. But I've been recording this fucking video since like 12 in the afternoon. Right now it is 5:50 p.m. And I'm fucking tired. I just want to pump this video out for you guys, okay? Because you guys have been showing me unconditional and just unwarranted and unobligated love on my live streams and on my videos for like the past fucking, couple months, right? And I genuinely appreciate that. But anyways, yeah, that's the end of the video. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And go follow me on Instagram at instagram.com/hy9n0t1c. I just made another Twitter account after being terminated for about a year. The handle is at real hy9n0t1c, all lowercase, all together, real hypnotic. Okay. But anyways, yep, that's it. Have a great fucking day.